Hello there, hi everybody, good evening. How are you all doing tonight? I hope you're fine. I know I am. And thank you all for joining. We're gonna have a real chill stream today. I think we're just gonna explore the new Learjet 35A. It's not that new, but it just had an update. And also, I only flew this plane one time, not too professionally. And yeah, tonight, we're also not gonna take things all too seriously. You know how we're doing on this channel, but still, we want to do a little bit more professional than last time. Conduct a real flight, follow some real checklists of the plane. Let's first get rid of all the covers. Let's have a look from outside. I do really like the looks of this plane. It looks so fast, and it is fast. It is real powerful, real fast. We can take it up real high, 45,000 feet. That's a tiny little rocket. Just such a cool little jet. And pretty easy to fly too, so yeah. We're gonna have some fun tonight with the little Learjet. Great, so let's see. We do want to have passengers, right? Okay, here we can set the payload. Can we... we cannot, probably not import anything from SimBrief, right? So let me just pull up SimBrief here for a second. So I can just copy out what we got going earlier. Good, I don't even know if you can. Never really used the GPS unit here, the GNS unit. In the flight sim, always worked with, you know, flight management systems. So that's going to be a first for me too today. And the tablet here is still really basic. So we have SimBrief implemented. None of that. Good, so let's see. We want to have block fuel 1200 kilograms. Can we please have that in kilograms? Local UTC. So come on, okay, so fuel 3,000 pounds. So that's 2 times 2 is 2,600 pounds. So let's empty out the fuselage tank. Pretty much. Let's fill up the wing tanks completely and go to. Let's take 2.8. So that's gonna be more than enough. 2,800 pounds, and that should be around 1,200 kilograms. Get a range of 929 miles. That's more than enough. We got less than 300 miles to fly. That's all looking very good. Simbrief has planned for 6 passengers, so let's take Mary. Let's not take John. Also want to have, of course, pilot and co-pilot. I don't know what's the difference here. We can check that in a second. Let's take Mark. Let's take Will. And let's take Jake. So that's... and Julie. That's 6 people plus 2 pilots. I want to have 150 kilograms of cargo. Like so, right? Can we see the cargo? Look, it's a calcium boy. That's great, isn't it? So where is the... do we have a dedicated cargo space? Probably not, right? It's all gonna be in the cabin. Let me check in the cabin. Hey guys. So where's your luggage? Where did you put your luggage? Is it here in the bag? Okay. Look. It's all there. That's cool. Hope you guys are having fun tonight. We're gonna open up all the blinds here. Beautiful. With you guys on board, we can close the doors. How do we close the doors? I think we first have to... right, we want to bring up the stairs here. No? Come on. Okay. So, we close this and then we close this. Can I not? Good, we can just do it on the tablet here, right? So that's closed. And we also want to close the cockpit door. Beautiful. Good, let's power up. And let's have a ground power unit. There it is. Just a little card. So we don't have to worry about our battery usage. As we set up the plane nice and slowly. Let's get rid of the... Can we? Can we please get rid of the yokes? Like so. Good. Can we see a checklist, free flight checklist? Engine, and I guess that means engine cover is removed. Just give me a second, gotta set up my chat here, my stream. Also, of course, starting soon. We already did start. And let's begin with the checklist, pre-flight checklist. Engine, probably meaning engine cover, is removed. Ground power unit is connected. Baggage is secured. We just checked that. Cabin air damper. I don't know. Let's just leave that all as is. Emergency exit is secured and clear. Just close the doors. So the passengers have been briefed. Sit down, shut up. Controls lock. I don't know where I put that. Just put it in the back to the passengers. Belts, harnesses, and seat are secured and adjusted. I'm sitting upright. Feeling good, so that's good. The parking brake is... Where's the parking brake on this plane? Joke should know. Now, where was the parking brake? Oh, right in the center, of course. Oh. Like so. Right. That's set. Park brake has been set and the flight controls are checked. Let's get rid of that for a second. Come to the pre-start checklist. Oxygen system. What's that? Let's see. Is that modeled? The pressure is looking good. Past oxygen valve. It's not modeled, so that's probably set to normal. That's set correctly. Oxygen pressure has been checked. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's not modeled either. That's set to auto. So that's auto. That's normal. That's checked. And the crew masks. Also not modeled, but at least they're there. So that counts as checked. These circuit breakers are here and they seem to be all in and also not modeled except for what? ESS bus tie. So are there... So the bus tie circuit breakers are all modeled and the rest is not modeled. But they are all in and checked. Landing gear switch is down. Emergency batteries. Batteries. No battery, it's one. So that does come to on. Okay. Good. Panel switches, avionics. Off our set, good. Sorry if I take a second. I have to find all the switches like for the first time really tonight. So again, we might take a while. We're just taking our time, trying to experience the plane. So really guys, I don't know where the fuel computer is. I'll check that in a second. But let's get enough light on as a, you know, just a signal that the airplane is indeed powering up, is indeed energized. But still I can't, for the life of me, find the fuel computer switch. So let's just continue with the checklist. Kitchen PRI. That's also, I'm stupid. So that's here. Right. Fuel jettison, no. No fuel computer. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to watch tutorials to find out where all the stuff is that I can't find right now, like on the top of my head. Let's not worry too much about that. Let's just worry a little bit. But no fuel computer. Screw it. Good. Pitch trim is set to primary. And let's get... Was that here? Get the yaw damper. Good. Can find anti-skid. The jet pumps can come on. Are already on. Standby pumps, no. Good. Static source. Both. Left, right. Both. Emergency pressure. Oh, here's the fuel computer. It's right. It's so big, man. It's right in the center. How could I not see that? It's too big. It's too it's too prominent here. That's why I didn't find it. Emergency pressure. Are you here somewhere? Pressurization, look there. Is that emergency pressure? Should be, right? Should be normal. And we can go up and down. Bleeder should be set to on and pilot's altimeter set to normal. Oh, we can test that. That's cool. But let's check the bleed air first. What's that? Spoilers. Bleeder should be somewhere with the engines, right? But it's not. No bleed air. Again, it's probably really big, really prominent. Just can't find it for now. Doesn't matter. Yes. Let's continue. But before we do that, let's check the weather. See, let's close that. Let's import the flight from SimBrief. Our current flight. Not unload. What did I do, man? Hide this. Good, we want to go from here to have an ATIS. Yes, 108.6. Good, we're just gonna. There's no mention of the avionics in the checklist here, right? So we're just gonna do it by ourselves. Good, we're gonna turn, of course, first turn the batteries on. How did we not turn the batteries on yet in the pre-start? That is super strange, man. I don't know if the checklists are, you know, complete. I feel like there's stuff missing, a lot of stuff missing. Okay, but at least we got the avionics on now. Can we uncage that? Yes, we can. But this is not running yet. Why not? Good, don't care. Just continue. So that's searching for the GPS signal now. That's still at cutoff, that's great. And let's enter 108.6 here. Am I stupid? That's an... That's not a communication frequency. That's a navigation frequency. Is it on a beacon? Is it on a VOR? Let's check that. 108. That would be really cool. I don't know if that's possible, but let's check. 108.6. How can we transfer this like this? What are you doing? Can we... No, that's just the identifier. Something's wrong there. Good, let's retransfer. Let's just do a readout here. Weather in Kirkwall. First we got QNH 1004, so let's enter that here. Man. Okay, what altitude do we want to have? What elevation? 58 feet. So like so. Is that correct? No, that seems to be correct. Oh yeah, that's definitely below standard, and that's also below standard. So yeah, that's looking good. Is that gyro coupled to the engines here? Is it? I find that rather strange. But fine, okay. Where's the wind coming from? 320, 14 knots. So quite some crosswind on runway 27, but that's gonna be fine. Good visibility. NCD, I don't know on top of my head what that means, but temperature is 0 degrees. Not too cold. Oh look. It's here, it's in plain text, so we got both units here. Cool. Cool, perfect. Good, how do I use this? How can I enter this here? Flight plan. Can I just enter Beckett here now? Okay. So that does seem to work, right? Beckett with a T. Beckett, United Kingdom. Press enter to accept. Cool. Beckett. Then we go to Clon. Okay. JKL. November and November, enter. Back to Clon to Kunem. And Mike Kunem in Norway. And then the Kuna 3 Romeo approach to runway 28. So like so. So it starts here basically. But can we have a departure here? Departure. Yes, departure. What? No. Departure, please. That is super strange. I mean, it's probably just user error, right, on my part. But still, I find this way harder to use than a custom FMS, like normal FMS. Really. Papa Alpha, enter. How do we come from here to here? I mean, screw it, right? We can. We're just gonna bring it in here. Right, want to have the airport, want to have procedures, want to have departures. Do we not? No departures. Good, so in that case, doesn't matter. Just gonna fly directly to Beckett. What's that now? Holding pattern? No. Gonna take off runway 27, fly directly to Beckett, and then follow the route. Good, so how can I know? Aux nearest, waypoint nav. Nav, that's what we want. I want to just see our a horizontal situation. So that is good, that is great, and that is awesome. Let's see what we got here. The cabin door is, of course, secured. It's closed. Fuel computers are on. We checked that. Air conditioner is off. Aux heat. I don't know. So the batteries. Oh, so here come the batteries. Okay. Good. So of course batteries are on. The inverters, primary and secondary, are on. Parking brake has been set. Hydraulic pumps are where? Oh, so yeah, I heard these drain the batteries, so we had them on the whole time, but we're still on the GPU. But when do we have to? I think shortly before the engine startup, we're gonna remove the ground power unit. Start them with battery power. Good, so hydraulic pumps have been off. Beacon light coming on now. Beautiful, thrust levers are in cutoff. Are they still? Yes, they are. What's that? Just think. Okay. Just leave it this way. Good, so before we continue, we're gonna remove... Oh, we did remove the ground power unit, okay. When did we do that? Doesn't matter. Let us proceed to start the engines. So we're starting number 1 or number 2 first, doesn't matter. Going to number 2. So. And train 1 rising, okay. And let's go to idle. Good. Temperatures rising. And 1 and 2 rising. All pressures rising. Fuel flow is indicated. That's all looking wonderful. With that, turning generator 1 on. And starting engine 1. And again waiting for about 20%. Introducing fuel. Good light off. And rotation continuing to rise. The oil pressure now coming in on number 1. Beautiful, passing 40%. Ignition off and generator on. Spoiler and spoilers are where? Do we have indications for spoilers? Also, fasten seatbelt and stop smoking now. Can we turn the pumps on now? So. Oh, okay. We forgot a whole lot in the pre-start here. Oh my god, okay. Good, so of course batteries are on, GPU is now disconnected, TIA inverters are on. Emergency lights, do we have those here? Got emergency batteries, but the emergency lights, doesn't look like it. Good hydraulic pressure. That's now all looking superb. Parking brake set, emergency brake handle. Return. Hydraulic pump is still off, annunciator lights. How can we test those? I don't know how to test those. Okay, so we can... But that's just the sounds. That's not the annunciator panel. No test button here either. Good, I'm gonna have to find that out sometime else. Let's continue. Let's just skip all the tests here. Start one engine if GPU is not utilized. Okay, so we know that for next time. Either we utilize GPU or start one engine so as to not drain the batteries. See, where's the cabin altitude? How can we test that? What does it mean? I mean, the cabin altitude is outside air cabin altitude is outside altitude. Good. Good. We want to fly at 41,000 feet today. So let's set that here. So that's all the tests here. Uncaged direct, we did that. Pressurization controls, left and right bleed air switches on, cabin air off. Cabin air comes off. But where are the left and right bleed air switches? Also, you know what? Let's also push that. I don't know where the bleed air switches are. Look, bleed air. Bleed air is on, right? Not on emergency. Left and right bleed air switches on, cabin air off. Auto manual switch as desired. Set the auto cabin controller, set the cruise altitude rate selector as desired. No, that's good. And cabin temperature controls. Why is that? Why is that set? Too cold. Set that about in the middle. Very nice. Trim system, secondary pitch and cutout. Like this, that's also set nose up. Set it to 5. Primary and secondary checked. Trim speed, trim monitor on the autopilot. I don't know what you want from me. And what's this? What's this even? We did check the controls, right? I mean the I don't even know how to trim that. The aileron. Also, we don't need that. So we got the autopilot monitor checked just a second ago. We checked the yaw dampers, we turned them on. That's the fuel planner, fuel counter. Was set to 0. Quantities checked. Where's the cross flow? We need to turn these on at some time, right? But again, I don't know where the cross flow. Nope. Nope, I'm sorry, I don't know. Just playing around here. Standby pump, so here should also be the crossfeed, right? Fuel crossflow. Good, that's all here. Standby pumps are off. Fuel jettison off. CVR, I don't know what that is. And we don't want to test that. Hook should handle is stowed. Takeoff data, compute. How? We do have the speed limitation here. And we can manually move the box here. So here it's set to 120, 130. Let's have that here too. Should be fine. We're gonna eyeball it. Because I don't know how to calculate. So that's good. We did the start checklist. Coffee oven. Want to have some coffee, right? Windshield heat. No, we don't need. We don't need heating. We don't need anti-ice. Lights, anti-skid, on, lights out. So these lights are fine for now. Can we just taxi out here or do we need pushback? I think we can just turn right here. That should be fine. Anti-skid is on. Okay, and lights out. That's here. Passengers, of course, have been briefed. Sit down, shut up. No smoking, fasten seatbelt signs are on. That's here. Both are on. And with that we could release the parking brake. It's already set the flaps to 8 degrees. And let's also not blindly trust the checklist. Let's have a look. We don't need this nacelle heat. We keep the PTO heat on. All the other heat can stay off for now. That's all set correctly. Air condition stays off. Batteries and inverters are on. Stall warning can now come on. Setting the taxi light on. Hydraulic pump comes on. Should be right. For redundancy, for takeoff. That's all looking good. So let's reset our view. Let's set up head tracking. Like so. Let's also turn on our controller. Let's also check our position here because I have no idea where we are. Oh, we do have this open, so basically we want to turn left. And then follow the taxiway. Good, so let's do that. Did we have the parking brake disengaged the whole time? Looks like it. Sorry. Sorry about that. So basically we want to follow this taxiway to the end of this runway 27 And then take off. And also let's see what we got on the checklist here, on the taxi checklist. Brakes and steering have been checked already. Fuel panel is looking good. Whoa. Where's our fuel quantity in both tanks? This is what we got in total, but where's our individual fuel? Can't tell you. We also at some point we need to set the autopilot, like at least rudimentary, right? Like this needs to be somewhere eastbound. The initial heading, somewhat westbound. We're gonna take off runway 27. We're gonna set that precisely when we are on the runway. So we can have the heading. Where's our altitude pre-select? Do we have that? Or can we only fly? No, we can. We can have altitude select. Oh, it's here, altitude select. Right. Can we have that faster? Want to go to 41,000. Come on, how is that? Why do we have to go in 100 steps? So let's release the parking brake. Maybe we can do some taxiing while we set the cruise altitude. $41,000. What else? Flaps 20 degrees or 8 degrees. We're taking 8 degrees today. Trim is set to 5. Pressurization has been set. Cabin air now coming on. Just gonna stop before the runway here for just a second. Cabin temperature controls have been set. Anti-ice systems are all off. We got nice and clear weather tonight. Windshield heat coming on now. Crew takeoff briefing has been completed. We're just taking off runway heading and then going directly to our first waypoint. That's fine. Good, let's bring our landing lights on. Transponder now coming on. All the lights, all the blinking lights, all the strobing lights coming on, arming the reversers for rejected takeoff. Transponder armed, thrust reversers on, pitot heat has been on all the time, right? Lights are all on, star warning on, ignition. Ignition on, and annunciator panel. All normal, all fine. Let's bring up the after takeoff checklist. Turn around. Can use all of the runway. We paid for the whole runway, so we're gonna use the whole runway. Let's come back into the cockpit. On the brakes. Where's my Ruby? That's too bad. We can check that in the air. For now. I don't know what to set here. We're just gonna pay attention that we stay in the clear, in the green range here for the engines. Apart from that, full power takeoff. Let's go maybe 860 degrees, 95%. 840. That sounds good for me. And brake release. $100. Rotate. And gear up. And there's 1500 feet. Lowering the nose. Flaps up. Retrimming. And look at that, we are very stable. Very nice. Let's turn heading on the flight director. Also Can we have vertical speed? Like this, on. Where's the autopilot? On. Heading on, vertical speed on. Can we arm the altitude? Why are you not following this? Why is that not? Engage. Oh, okay. Like so. No. Half bank, nav. This can come off now, of course. Vertical speed. Why is that? Okay, let me turn head tracking off for a second. That's distracting. What do I have to do to turn the autopilot on? Engage. Okay. There it is. Good, so these lights can now come off. Also, I think the clackers can come off. We don't need those. I know it's probably time to turn around towards our route. Fly leg Beckett clon. No, we want to go direct to Beckett, right? And do we also need to, push in more power as we climb? So just stay in the green range, right? Maybe set 840 or something. Like so, how about that? And now if we set the heading here for like an intercept course, can we now armed enough? Look, nav is already coming in. LRN. I don't know what that means, but it's green. So I'm cool with that. So it's turning. And I guess it's turning inbound. Yeah, it's turning inbound to the... basically to the beginning of our route. Good, so... you can get up now if you want. Let's see what the after takeoff checklist has to offer for us. Landing gear is up, of course. Yaw dampers are both engaged. Flaps are up, ignition. Yeah, of course, coming off now. Pressurization, how are you doing? Climb rate, cabin climb rate, 400 feet per minute. And we're just about hitting 4,000 feet. That's all looking great. The lights are off, of course. Taxi and landing lights. The autopilot is on. Hydraulic pump, hydraulic pressure. Where is that? I don't know if that's supposed to be on or off, if that's for redundancy. Where's... no, that can't be good. We have to set that first, right? And just leaving full power now in the engines. And I hope that's correct. We're all in the green, all indications are in the green. I want to have, let's say, 270 indicated. How's that resulting in a higher rate of climb? Now let's see if we can reach flight level 410. Also, of course, we need to set standard pressure here, 2909 or 2. So to decrease our desired indicated airspeed here. Windshield heat. Do we need that on? It's green, so can't harm, right? Okay, so we're now following our pre-planned route finally. Oh, with that we can close that. Let's see our airports here. November 0 Zulu Victor. Want to come to runway 28. Want to do a VOR approach here. No. 11685, we can already set that here. One 11685. Bring that here. See our flight plan. Like we got 186 miles, 85 miles to go to Kunam. And nearing 40,000 feet. You know what? Let's have 39,000 pre-selected here. Let's stay there. It's already very painful to watch how we're creeping up here 500 feet per minute. That's okay. No, not heading. What am I doing? Nav. Are we overspeeding? Stated. Slow down. Like so. Good, let's bring the power back in. And at 130 miles, or let's say 120 miles or something, we can start to descend. Let's not lose all the speed. I wish I knew what to properly set here. But I don't. Speed is increasing. And we don't want to overspeed, of course, so let's bring down the turbine temperature, the turbine rotation. And that's not looking all too bad. I'll give you the outside perspective. Gotta feed the kitty, and I'm gonna be back in just a second. Good to know there is 110 miles to our final waypoint. Let's see, what if we can... If we select speed and not altitude hold. And bring back the power. And that's 250 knots, so we should more or less be able to hold that. No, that's wrong, that's wrong. Can we arm that? So now, okay, so now it's leaving. Now it's, yeah, it's doing a steep descent, of course. Trying to catch, hopefully, trying to catch the speed, the indicated airspeed that we set. Good, that's perfect, that's perfect. It did overshoot a little bit, I don't even care. Let's set 10,000 for now. Got 50 miles to our... Look, that's that. 50 miles to our next waypoint, 100 miles to our final waypoint, from which we're gonna just, yeah, fly more or less like directly to the VOR and then outbound, trying to fly the just standard VOR approach on runway 27 or 28. Let's also bring this here. And maybe we are descending a little bit steep. So if we put in some power here, that should result in like the same speed, but a more shallow descent. So let's keep it above, maybe above 1500 feet per minute, 1300, like so. 1250 should give us a 3-degree approach, but we are not, of course we're not flying ground speed 250, we're flying more. So let's have like this, about 1800 feet per minute. Like so, we're gonna keep it exactly here. I do love how that jet looks in the air. It's just like a sports car, but cooler. Also, where's my fluffy little co-pilot? I mean, you are here, but we can't see you from the outside. That's kind of strange. And there's Kunem, there's our final waypoint. We need to come off the gas right now. I think we're pretty high still on profile. But from... doesn't really matter. We still got some miles to fly. Where's my charts here? Let's see, hide that. Look, Kunam is our last waypoint here, and we still got some way to fly. Like, we're gonna fly to the 1685, we're gonna fly to the VOR, and then outbound and back inbound. Something like non-standard I couldn't find. Didn't want to look up. Maybe there's an approach like this. We're just gonna more or less hand fly it or use the heading mode, the autopilot heading mode. Outbound, inbound, VOR navigation. We're gonna wait for the airplane. Gonna let the airplane fly the last turn towards our final waypoint here, Kunam. Gonna let her do that. And then pretty much switch over to heading mode, synchronize the heading, switch over to heading mode. Enter the... we already did enter the VOR frequency 106.85 here in the navigation system. Switch over to VOR navigation, fly pretty much directly inbound to the VOR. And then outbound this course 284 is 104, outbound minus 30 degrees is 074. Good flight 074, course outbound. And then come back in for the VOR approach from 2,800 feet. Easy and also peasy. Let's pull out some gas here, more or less. Not idle, but want to have 2,000 feet, more than 2,000 feet. Let's also bring the altitude here down to, say 6,000 initially. Should be safe, but also closer to the altitude that we want to have in the end. That should be our final turn. At least in this GPS route coming up. Do you want to turn? Don't really know where the center of the airplane is. In this triangle here, I always thought it's the tip, but maybe it's the exact center. When we are still on the nav mode here, right? We're not shooting through that. Hello there, please. What are you? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Okay. Let's go over to heading mode. Let's switch this to V-lock. Let's also manually turn the plane more or less towards our final waypoint here. That's kind of strange how that was not automatically activated, this lag. ADF. We don't have an ADF set. But we do have a VOR set. But it's not yet showing up. Yeah, like it never switched here. Again, probably that's probably always just user error at my part. What's that now? So yeah, GPS. No. No, I want GPS. Now this is the, of course, this is the our primary. Like, goddamn. What do I want? 116, 16.85. Ah, stupid, stupid. But at least. At least we did. You see the error and corrected for it. So let's just now fly directly to the VOR. Already set the radial 0, what do we say, 0774. We can come into 074 like this. Let's come back here. Let's go 51, 15 degrees intercept. That's okay, right? Capture the radial. And what do we got? 70 miles, right? But we have 21,000 at this point. We're still way out, so we can push in a little gas. Like, come down to 1,000 feet per minute. Descent rate, maybe. And bring the altitude back up to 10,000. Like so. Let's play this safe now. Let's also increase the volume of the flight sim just a little bit. My voice should be louder than the sim. And also louder than the sim from outside. That's cool. You did say captured, right? You do a very steep, more than 50 degree intercept angle. You're capturing, keeping the speed. Let's have this up, not as an overlay, but as a chart. Hello. We're coming from 3,300 osmop. I still got 60 miles to go. And now inbound on the radial. Coming up on 10,000. And we're gonna stay at 10,000 for a while. Was I too... no. Like so. I thought I had it wrong, but I had it totally right. It's capturing now, and altitude hold became on. So the mode comes on, speed comes off, and we need to manually introduce more gas to stay at 250. And now we're just gonna come inbound on the VOR here. Oh, we need maybe 85, 86. That's too much already. Let's come back. Still too much. Coming back. 82. I mean, we are at 10,000, so we can be faster than 250. But we don't want to be too much faster, right, than 250. Because once we go below 10,000, we want to have 250 maximum. And let's just do a little calculation. We're 10 miles out here from Osmop. So we're gonna fly at least 10 miles out. Maybe 12 miles out or something. 12 miles out, 12 miles in. That's 24, that's including the turn, that's maybe 28, something like that. 27, 28 miles. From 10 to 3,300, that's 6,700 feet. Let's say 6.6 is divisible by 3. That's 22 miles. So once we cross the VOR, it's pretty much when we have to start to descend from our altitude of 10,000 down to 3,300. And yeah, we started way too early to be at that altitude, because we basically planned it for the point of Kunem and not for the airport, and that's why we're here now at Kunem at 10,000. But that's okay, who cares? 78, 79 is a bit... is not quite enough. Let's go to 81% and 1. That's increasing. Look, that's increasing the speed just slightly. Pulling back just the slightest bit. Maybe with 80% on the turbine. We're around 250. That's good enough for me. We're still coming in 074 degree track, 36 miles out. That's basically here. Coming in, then we're gonna cross the VOR, fly out for about 12 miles and come back in, and then follow the descent path here. Also, do we have an ATIS 1260? Let's enter that here. One, 2, 6, 0. That's strange. Let's see. It's not even on the list yet. Yeah, maybe we are too far away just now. I'm gonna leave that tuned in 1260. 30 miles out. We should receive that. Or we don't. I mean, let's... approaches, please. Where's my VOR 28? And I think this should be the coast of Norway, just coming up. Starting to form, not in this direction, but right over there. That's land. Land in sight. Whether you guys like it or not, I guess we're gonna do some touch and goes. And that is cool, man. I love that. Why are you sad, man? Why are you bored? Flying aboard your own private jet, man. Don't be sad. Why are you so sad, man? You're having a great time. Look outside. Norway's coming up. The rest of you fucks are bored. Why are you bored, man? Okay, we definitely need to do some touch and goes. Just to wake you guys up. Look at that. There it is. There's the... How do you call it in Peninsula? Just the Norwegian mainland. That is cool. There's the airport. And that's our runway, I guess. 28. 5 miles to go. 4.8 on the DME. Look, we're coming in. Let's turn that off. And there's mountainous terrain back there. So that's probably the reason we have to stay at 3,300. But for now, let's dial in 3,300. And we're gonna then speed mode, altitude arm. And pulling back on the throttle. Setting about 1,500 feet per minute descent rate. With the throttle. Well, we're at 70% turbine speed. It's good enough, right? Want to go out to 12 miles. Good. Electronics off. Also wait. I totally disregarded the checklists. Just now. Now it's too late. Although, yeah, we can do a little checklist reading in just a second. Let's bring the tablet back up. How is that empty? Did that just turn off because it's empty? How is that not attached to the battery? Do I have to turn it off and turn it on? Oh my god, man. I have to preserve battery in the iPad. What the hell, man. Okay, no checklists then. Guess I'm just gonna turn the ignition on here. Heating, no. What is looking fine. We're 10 miles out now, so gonna arm this. That's all turned on. Let's recenter this. Let's turn head tracking back on. And do some hand flying. Good, head tracking is on. 6,000 feet, 13 miles out. Let's go. Where do we want to go? 285, right? Two eight 4. That's good. We're 15 miles out, 5,500 over mountainous terrain, so that's okay. There we are a bit higher than we need to be. Let's bring around further. Okay, Wise didn't want to turn the controls on. Sorry. Sorry, passengers. Okay, we desperately need to be back in the cockpit. What is that? Let's maybe stay near 4,000 feet. That's about 45-degree intercept. It's okay. Yeah, look. I didn't set QNH. And that almost killed us. So we're staying at 3,300 feet. Coming off the gas now a little. 30 miles out. That's 10.974. It's not descent. And the needle's coming in. Let's also bring our heading back over. That's good. 11 miles, 10 miles coming up, 10.9. That's where we need to start the descent. 10.9. Initializing the descent. Coming off the gas more. (1,200 feet per minute, roundabout descent rate. Yeah, I know. That's good. Leaving the altitude. Coming down to 2,800 now. That's 2,800. Flaps 8. And we're holding that altitude till 7.4 miles. That's 7.4. Reinitializing the descent at about 1,000 feet per minute. Now gear down. At 5.3 miles, we want to have 2,000 feet. Re-trimming for the gear. Flaps 20. Yeah, that's 2,000 feet, 5.3, just a second ago. Starting to descending again. 3.4 miles, we want to have 1,320. It's gonna be our next check altitude. We're descending a little bit too fast. I'm retrimming. There's definitely stuff that we forgot. But you know how we roll. Flaps full now. Bring in more gas. 3.4 miles coming up. 1320, we already below that. More gas, less descending at 1 miles. We're now already at our decent altitude and we don't see the runway. Miles to go. Where is our runway? I'm scared. I'm just a little bit scared. .4 miles. And normally we need to have visual on the runway now. And we do. Look there. There it is. I totally misinterpreted that. But we can put the plane down here. No worries. Uh-oh. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. That was shite. Go around. We cannot have it like that. That's not how I'm gonna end the evening. Good, flaps up. Going to 1500 feet. Pulling back on the throttle. Maybe 2000. And we're gonna re-enter the VOR approach. We can do it again, we can do it better. That was not good. Okay, but now we know what to expect, right? And we're gonna do it right this time. Good, wait. Coming off the gas more, retrimming. Should be about 2000 feet. Good enough. So, we did a left turn, so we are now downwind here. 27 to 8, so we are already outbound. Then we're coming back in here. 2000 feet is here. Distance 5.3, so about 7 miles out. We can start to come back in from 5 miles. I'm gonna do that correctly. Also, there's no need to widen out the approach that much. And then we go to the minimum decent altitude. Where is that? Circle to land 700. That's what we're doing. We're going down to 700 until 1 mile out. And if we don't have the runway inside 1 mile out at 700 feet, we're gonna go around. So there's 5.3 miles. Gonna put the flaps out, 8 degrees. Already get the gear down. A little bit of gas to compensate for the drag. There's 6 miles. Screw it. We're going round. Going round to intercept the localizer. No, not the localizer. The VOR inbound. Also pushing in more gas and entering a climb to regain 2000 feet. We're at 180 knots, 8 degrees of flaps. Right. That's good. 6.8 miles, decreasing now. Flying inbound to the VOR. Setting an intercept heading. And at 5.3 we're gonna start to descend. But I gotta trim. Come on, where we're at now. In terms of flaps, 20. It's not decent. Let's not descend. 5.3 miles, 2000, so now slowly starting to lose some altitude. We are still not on the you know, on the inbound radial. There it is coming in. 3.4 miles. We want to have 1320. So that's now, and 3.5 miles. So we are about right. We're way too fast and out of trim, and we don't see anything. I can now slowly descend to 700 feet. Okay, flaps full. There's 700 feet. Gotta level out. Gotta stay at 700 feet, don't get too slow. We're about to die. We're 100 feet low. And there's 1 mile coming up. Runway's in sight. Going to idle. And bring in some gas. Flaring. What a shit show. Okay, I'm just gonna vacate to the left now. Let's see. Please. Vacate to the left now. And then we're just gonna stop and see where we are. Look at that, there is an Airbus parking. So I guess that's where we're gonna park too. You stupid. Taxi lights. Let's brake here. Stand by. I guess this comes off now. Flaps come up. I'm sorry. Like so, like so, like so. Right. And then maybe like so. Good. Zoom out just a bit. Airport, parking. Where are we? Okay, that was exactly the wrong direction. Yeah, look at that. There is. We want to park with the big boys. Since next time probably we're gonna take the MD-80 again. What are you saying? Stall warning. Yeah, you don't need a stall warning now. We are done. Oh man, but apart from the shittiness of my flying, that was beautiful. I really did enjoy that. Like, you know how it goes when we do the chill stream. It's not everything is gonna be by the book, not everything is gonna be perfect. But, like, we could manage. Like, we survived that. Like so. Like so. Good. I think we turn head tracking off now. Can also turn that off. Let's get engine number 2 off, but keep engine number 1 running. Beacon light has to stay on, right? That all stays on, that all stays on, that all stays on. Can that now... That is super strange. Why can I not turn that on, not load that? Yeah, well, okay then. Generator off, engine off. Gotta keep the battery on for another second, but of course turn the hydraulic pump off. Turn everything off basically that we don't need anymore. Like so, okay? And then can we don't need a tablet, right, to do that. Can we manage to open the door? Like so. Noise. Freddie Mercury. Oh, that's cool. You see that? We parked in the right spot. And Scandinavian airline system also around. Just parking here. Beautiful. Good, so I guess with that... Man, I do want to... I do want to turn on, like, jogs and stuff. But I can't. Well then, this will have to do. I look at that, that's beautiful. And I would say that's another flight, another day that we survived. And I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. It was fun. I hope you had fun too. You enjoyed the music. Lofi Girl. Go give the channel a like, a subscribe. Give some love to the best streaming music that's out there. Also, if you enjoy my content, of course, give my channel a follow. Give my channel a like, give the video a like, give the VOD of the stream a like. If you're not watching live, if you're watching the replay. Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Twitch. Love you all, guys. See you next time. Thanks for watching and bye bye.